ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the day of the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today, it is the morning. It's been a weird day today. I've been pondering stuff and that's why I'm up stupid o'clock again. Well, it's not, it's half past 12, but I wanted to get to bed about an hour ago. What's been going on? So, this morning, I woke up at about 7:30. I thought Laura was going to get up, but then she didn't, so I got up at 8, and then Laura got up at like 9ish. I went into the office, sorted out daily vlogs and stuff, as I normally do. Laura got up and we had breakfast and all that malarkey. We were planning on, having a wet day today because the weather forecast was predicting thunderstorms and rain all day, but like the morning was fine. So like around lunchtime we headed on out, but like by the time we realised the weather was going to be okay, we'd like lost half the morning. So we went out to do something. Basically we walked up, like Laura got her shoes rehealed, or dropped them off to be rehealed. She's not going to get them back for ages because a shoe rehealer, a cobbler is it, that only opens between the hours of 9 till 4 on a weekday. You know, I have flexi time, but man, like it's possible for me to get there at 9, but Jesus, it's not very helpful. So we have to go like not this Saturday, but not next Saturday, but the Saturday after, because he's away. That's fucking weird, man. But anyway, yeah. So we then just like had a wander around and stuff. Came back here, and we've been pottering. We watched a bit of TV, watched Darren Brown, which was on recently. But then we've been pottering. We've been like packing stuff away, packing like all of our summer clothes, getting winter clothes out, having a good tidy around, a good route around and stuff. Because we didn't really know what to do with ourselves, but we did know what we were doing with ourselves later on, because later on, about like, well, we basically went down to town in the evening, early evening, to go to the cinema with Beth and Ben, to go and watch Louis Theroux's Scientology movie. Louis Theroux, for people who don't know, is a documentary maker. It's brilliant. If you'd like got Netflix or anything, just look up his documentaries, they're great. And he did a documentary on Scientology, and it was like his first feature film documentary style thing. It was really good. It was like so good. Totally recommend. I'm going to be honest with you, like he needs a knighthood at the end of the day. Like he's a national treasure, is Louis Theroux. He's great. I fucking love him. And I love the way he can like ask really like awkward questions and then just like bare face, just like look at them in the face. So like they'll answer and they'll just be like, and just like bully them into saying more. It's ever so good. Either way, that's about all for today. But what I've been toying with has been to do with my compiler issue again. I decided that today that probably the best way of going about it was to add another compiler into the system, and that would be to add in a CLI, the .NET CLI compiler support. But the .NET CLI compiler support, almost by definition, CLI means command line interface, in this instance anyway. And I don't want to drop to the command line to do stuff. I wanted a nice API I could call, because now I've got to pass the result back and figure out what it meant and figure out why stuff happened. And I'm not, I like having, like that's dirty, it's problematic doing stuff like that because it causes issues that I don't really want to deal with. Like, what happens if an infinite loop boots up? What happens if I can't kill the process for whatever reason? What if the process never ends? What if the process never starts? Like, what do I do? And I've been looking just now to see if there is, because I'd imagine if you've got a CLI, a command line interface, it's got to be an interface with something, right? Surely there's an API input as well, but no, not that I can find. And I've been like diving through NuGet packages and all that kind of stuff, trying to figure out how to do it. And like, this compiler thing is an absolute pig. Literally, Laura was going to bed at 11, and I was like, I'm going to stay up a little bit because I'm not really that tired. We had a late dinner because of the cinema. And hence the washing up all over the side. So I'm like, I'm just going to stay up just a little bit, just to like plan out my process. I know what I'm going to do. I just got to plan it out on my like planning thing so I don't forget stuff. So I've got to like add this in, add this in, add this in. Add like the settings file so that I know where to go for things. But I mean, I can't do that because I started looking into it and I'm like, right, so am I going to run it on a command line, or am I going to be able to find an API? And if I find an API, then what are the settings I'm going to require? It's so annoying, man. Because I mean, to a certain extent, like, compiling's relatively difficult because I've got to go through and find all of the projects and stuff. I think the old system did that, but it did it for reasons that weren't this. So it's a pain. I don't really want to drop to the command line, but I feel like I'm going to have to. Oh no, I don't have to. No, ignore me. I fixed that problem a long time ago, but I forgot because it was like mid-morning. Because this command line thing can be used to build projects, it's not used to build solutions. Because solutions are an MS build thing, but you can just go to solution level and then just search the entire thing with wildcard stuff. So I feel like I'm going to just have to do it in the command line. I really didn't want to, and I'm just trying to find, like, is there a pattern? Is there like a nice way of doing it? And there just isn't. There is no nice way of handling this kind of shit. It's just shit. So it's quite annoying. What is nice, however, is that the if you were to use this, you don't have to compile every time because you can just run the tests. So if you know where the tests are, you can just compile the tests every time, which is pretty cool, because it means that I don't have to go off and compile something. I can then come back and thingy it, but then does that break my... Because the test, if you run tests, it will compile it. Or it will see if it's already been compiled. If not, it will compile, if not, thingy. So it's kind of pointless running both commands. But you might have a different test runner, so I'll add it into the compiler. Yeah, I mean, it's irritating, to say the least. But, goddamn. I am going to head to bed, shall we? Tomorrow, I don't know what we're doing. I don't think we're doing much. It's raining. We were going to go to the gym tomorrow. Have a free day at the gym, but we haven't had any reply from the person who was going to let us do that. So, maybe not. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm going to try and churn out some code. But beyond that, I don't know what's going to go on. I'm going to do Graham and Iron My Shirts. Excited, I know. Sundays. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's my time to go to bed. Thanks for watching. Go and watch Louis Theroux. I'll catch you later.